You want to sit with me? Is that what you're going to do? You're going to sit with me? Rep the Hurricanes while we're here? I am Holly Atkins. I am the president and founder of Hope for Teens. Hope for Teens is an anti bullying organization dedicated to the LGBT youth. We are based in Wake County and we service all of North Carolina. Hope for Teens means everything to me. I do have a sister who's trans. I have an uncle who's gay. I have other various family members who are part of the community, and never once has that been a deciding factor as to whether or not we love them. When I was growing up, I was actually bullied for being part of a biracial family. My mom is white, my dad is black, and I remember what it was like to be pushed into bushes and be called names like Oreo. Back in September of 2010, there were 6 teenagers that had committed suicide over a 12-week period that were on the news, all because of their part of being in the LGBT community. The last one was Tyler Clemente, who jumped off the George Washington Bridge, and it was because his roommate live streamed his first gay date, and he hadn't come out to anyone yet. Out of embarrassment and shame, he jumped off the George Washington Bridge, which for me is what I looked out of at my bedroom window when I was growing up, and when he jumped off the bridge, he took a piece of my childhood. So I told my husband, I said, I want to volunteer for a community, an organization that helps support the LGBT youth. I was told, that's fine, go for it. And there was none specifically to help LGBT youth. So I came back 3 days later, said, I did my research, there is none, I'm going to form one. So October 2010, Hope for Teens was born. We, through Hope for Teens, attend legislative sessions, speak out against unlawful bills. We go to school board meetings and make sure that the school board members as well as school administrators are very confident in how they support all children. We also go and attend the pride clubs in the various middle schools and high schools. And then one of the other things that we were doing over the last several months is hosting SB 49 open forums, educating the teachers, the school administrators, and parents on how SB 49 is illegal, making them understand how the federal laws and the federal legislation trumps state law. Therefore, you don't need to abide by SB 49. It is a violation of the equal rights. And further, we also provide information via pamphlets and other sessions in order to make sure everyone stays educated on the subjects. We attended LGBT Center of Raleigh, had a Trans Day of Remembrance that we participated in. Joco Pride had a Trans Day of Visibility, and we made sure to show up to the Johnston County School Board and speak out against the board members who wanted to strictly adhere to SB 49. Some of my favorite moments, I would say the first ever queer prom that we held was just a phenomenal event. To see the students come in and not have any care in the world. Back in 2022, we were at a pride club in one of the high schools, and we overheard 2 students talking, asking, are you going to prom? And one of them said, why would I go to prom when, for the last 4 years, those people just bullied me and were mean to me. And I said, well, why don't you go to queer prom? And they said, we don't have one. So I made a decision back then that we would make sure that all students had at least one night to feel accepted and be themselves. And 2023, we held Wake County's first ever queer prom. Some of them sported some spectacular costumes. Our first prom was under the guise of Superheroes Among Us. We wanted to make sure the teens felt celebrated. We wanted to make sure they understood that it was all for them. Our prom doesn't cost them anything to attend, and we do that on purpose. We don't want finances to be a reason why they don't attend. We had close to 200 students attend, and because of that, we decided that we would make it an annual event, and it's always held the first weekend of Pride Month in June. Hope for Teens represents to me the ability for our youth to see there are adults who support them, There are adults who love them and want them to experience what life is like after high school, going to college and seeing that there's a lot more acceptance as you get older. The fact that you are part of an LGBT community is not as relevant as it is to bullying events in high school, and making sure that kids see that love and support in any way, shape, or form that they can. I think the largest way to support us is to, donate, to be able to allow the Hope for Teens Queer Prom to go on year after year. We do not, like I said, we don't fund Hope for Teens by paying for tickets, so it is strictly donation based or sponsorship based by corporations. The other ways that you can get involved is to chaperone and volunteer your time, whether it be to help us apply for grants if you have the time to do that. If you have the time to help us set up the day of prom, be able to do that. Or if it's a question of having us come to wherever you work in your organization and teach you what the warning signs are for bullying, how to address them, how you can support your child in the future, whether it be vocally or silently. A lot of times parents don't understand how impactful it would be for your child to see you in a supportive t-shirt or have a no hate campaign sticker on your car or something to that effect. Just being able to increase awareness and education for adults who are around our youth is extremely important to me. We are on Facebook for those that are of the older crowd. We are also on Instagram. We are on Blue Sky. We are on TikTok. We are on YouTube. We have some phenomenal videos on YouTube that showcase the prom events as well as some of the pride events we've been to. And that has been graciously completed by Galaxy of Film. I just want to say to the parents out there, please make sure that you have your kids' best interests at heart when you make decisions. Whether it be the fact that they are trying to come out to you and are scared to death, make sure they know that you are there, you are safe, and that you still love them no matter what. To the kids, I just want you to know how proud I am of you. You make my high school years seem like nothing. You stand within such a tumultuous time right now. The fact that you're able to live your authentic self is absolutely astounding. Even if you don't think that anyone out there supports you or understands you, I hope you see the population that's out here that you can reach out to and you can get advice from, and you can see in the future whatever industry. And we make it a point to make sure that that is well understood.